A notice is being done since many years that young Africans leave their continent to go abroad with the hope to find better life conditions, to build their wealth, to have a better future, but they forget that the future is playing up in Africa.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, member of jury. My name is Abunu Abraham. We find that since the independence of countries, with that African countries are not being able to achieve the development that was expected. From this following question emerge.
So there are 4 principal reasons why I encourage young Africans to stay in their continent. First of all, the means they use to go abroad are not safe. So they can die on the way, in the sea or in the desert, be slaves.
Okay. For me, it is impossible that future will play in Africa because, first of all, there are not union between African people, African people. This lack of union is a matter of many conflicts in Africa, such as genocide, racism, and political crisis. And by this way, we think that Africa will not get development to be a reward.
I think that the real problem is not the lack of unity, but young Africans should learn how to make their own enterprises. They have to take a look on what strangers, foreigners do in their continent and do the same. For example, in Côte d'Ivoire, there are many people from Liban who have a big community here and get rich with commerce. Young Africans can do the same.
We find that the great powers have a right of veto, which permit them to take an important decision in the world. This makes Africa subject to the application of decisions which are not necessarily in line with its development policy. This leads to mismanagement of Africa property with bad policy.
Thank you. About management of African resources, I think that the best solution is to go in others' country, not to stay there and work there, but to learn from them, to come in Africa and manage our own resources for developing our continent. So,
I think that everybody would like to live in happiness, and our country, and Africa, in Africa, all the time there is war and political crisis, and the misconduct of our wealth causes the leakage of our leader who go abroad and stay there. And in this situation, Africa will not get improvement and develop its country.
I don't think that leaving our home continent is the best solution, because wherever you will go in this world, you will not feel like home, because the conditions are not the same. You can tell me that these countries where young Africans choose to go are more developed and they can live in better conditions, but no, because it will not be easy for them to have a good position in the society there. They can be poor, they won't find a good job, and it will be difficult for them to send money back to their countries, to their relatives who are expecting them.
Okay. We know that our country, we take for example Cote d'Ivoire. In 2011, we saw the political crisis that has destroyed all the infrastructure in our country. In this, we see that we saw that many things have been lost. Many things have been lost, and we can't get in the development if we don't catch our independence.
In conclusion, I want to tell young Africans that they won't find the Europe or America are not the best places in this world to carve spots for themselves, to get rich or anything else. They have to learn, to go and learn, to come back in their continent, because there is no place like home in this world.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, you remember, I would like to ask all of you who would like to live in insecurity, who would like to live where there is war. I don't think so. I think that everybody would like to live in happiness, to live in security. And if we say that future will be in Africa, it's like saying that Africa in a Europe place and Europe in Africa place. And this is very far from being a reality. Thank you.